So it's time to talk about some freaking VR. We have brand new games, we have new hardware, we have hardware that's flopping, and we have hardware that's not really doing what it should be. We've got an exciting week of VR news, so stick around as it's about to get spicy. I don't know what that was, but it's not a tagline I want to use again. Let's begin the video. So go straight into it. This week we have some brand new releases that are very, very exciting. Now, I say brand new releases in the fact that they are coming, but right now we have a brand new alpha build of something that I think is going to actually just blow the hell up. Now, Bree just released their alpha this week, so you can go in and you can play this. The easy way to get access to this is literally just to join the Discord. So give it a search, give it a join, and then install the APK on your freaking Quest 2 and go and play this thing. I don't know what that dance was, but it's what happened and my body wanted to do it, so I interpreted it for you. Anyway, Breaches is a 6v6 freaking barrel of fun. If you like first-person shooters, this is possibly the best thing we've ever received in VR so far. I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna give it my stamp of approval. So far, this may be the very best first-person shooter we've ever had in virtual reality, with a insanely clean UI where you can select your weapons out, you can pick out what you want to do, freaking upgrade your gun on the fly, kind of Battlefield 42 style, boop, 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 upgraded. You love to see it. Also, you can like freaking grappling hook. There's a bunch of gadgets you can do, and the idea behind this game is you're either the team that's pushing the building to stop the bomb, or you're the team that's trying to make the bomb go off. Now, there's only one map in this thing at the moment, as it is alpha, but I tell you now, for an alpha game, this feels more freaking polished than 90% of the turds that we receive in the VR industry. So this is something very, very special. I urge you to go check this out, and I will have a video covering all of my gameplay with a whole bunch of YouTuber buddies in the next sort of day or so. So keep your eyes peeled for that, and make sure you freaking subscribe while we're at it. Subscribe, ding the freaking bell, and smash the freaking like on this video because I would really appreciate it. Seriously. Jumping straight into the next game, which is Saints and Sinners. This is coming out on the 1st of December, so actually not long to wait at this point. They did actually reach out to me and a bunch of other YouTubers and let us have an early look at this game. I revealed this video to you guys on Monday, so you can go check that out. I will leave that linked up here somewhere, so go click it and go watch that video. But hold the hell on. Don't do it just yet. Just give it a minute and then go watch that one. Finish this one first. Yeah, thank you. I would really like that. So Saints and Sinners is freaking amazing. I loved the first game, and chapter 2 is really no different for me. I absolutely love this. Yes, there is a little bit of early jank, but honestly, we're on builds at the moment that aren't representative of the final product. So you must remember that when watching these early types of videos. I've seen a few people being like, well, and I'm like, bro, just chill. Just chill. We've taken an early look at this thing. It will be better when it launches, and they've also announced now that the PC version of this game and the PSVR 2 version of this game will be coming around the same sort of time next year. Next we get into the rise and the fall of Meta. Well, I mean, we're using terms kind of broad here. Not really a fallen company by any means, but nonetheless they are going through some pretty rough times. Mr. Zuck is at his sights on the Metaverse, and he is not going to give up until he gets there. He's either going to go broke or he's going to make it happen. So take that how you will. Now, Mr. Zuck himself has had to... God, Mr. Zuck sounds like a freaking rapper. I don't know. Should we redo that part? So, Mr. Zuck himself has fired a whole bunch of employees from Meta, which really kind of sucks. They actually shrunk the company substantially. I think it was like 11,000 people lost their job, which is absolute pure insanity when you really think about it. It's a huge portion, and also their stocks have just plummeted. Now, these things are happening because of a few different decisions that they're making right now. They're plummeting money, like by the billions, into researching virtual reality. And listen, I love that fact. I love that they're trying to do these things. I'm an enthusiast. I freaking love that millions and billionaires are investing in this product and trying to make it better. But when the best thing that you come out of investing billions is a freaking Quest Pro, you know, your investors aren't looking too happy because A, it's not selling very well, B, it's not ready for consumers, and the consumers that are buying it, I've seen a ton of them returning it at this point because it's uncomfortable and not a usable device for what they were expecting it to be usable for. Does it mean it's a bad device? Absolutely not. This thing is definitely not a bad device. The Quest Pro honestly isn't a bad device. It's just a 2.0 version of something. It's a Quest with a bit more. It's not a freaking full generational leap, and it's just something that's really, quite frankly, not worth the money that they're charging for it. If this thing was a lot cheaper, people would have probably bought into this and been happier, and your expectations are set a little lower when you're spending less money on something. Let's be real. That's why we all forgive our Quest 2s for being the way they are. Now, 2023 is going to have to be a very special year for Meta, because if it isn't a special year, well, I don't know what the hell Meta's going to do, because if they keep on sinking, that ship is actually going to sink. And believe me when I say this, I don't want to see that happen. I absolutely adore my Quest. I use it every single day of my life. It is my go-to VR headset for PSVR and for Quest, games. So, do I want to see this fail? Absolutely not. I'm only just hitting you up with the facts here, and don't think that me giving these facts means that I want to see this thing flop, because I honestly and genuinely don't. I just want to see this succeed by looking at a brand new VR headset that we should have hopefully coming out in 2023. Apple VR. Well, this is a product that we've all been sort of like anticipating and hoping is going to come along for quite some freaking time now. Yeah, I'm going to be like an old man by the time this thing actually comes out. It's ridiculous. But we all know that Apple is in no rush to make anything. The same with their generational leaps that they do with their smartphones. They do nothing like the other companies do because they don't need to. So, they're in no rush. But anyway, we did get these new sort of leaked images, which I think we've all pretty much seen by this point anyway. They do look quite genuine, but could be, they could not be, I don't know. And the final subject for us to talk about today is the Pico 4. The Pico 4, unfortunately, hasn't been selling as well as we all thought it had. Now, there was a lot of news around the time of its launch where they were saying that they had sold out and they were impossible to get hold of, yada yada yada, but actually when the figures have come out for this thing, it looks like they haven't sold as many as they were hoping for. Their predictions versus sales is way off apparently, and quite frankly, I'm a little surprised and not surprised all at the same time. Asking people to buy into a brand new ecosystem where they can't bring over their games that they already own is a hard flipping sell. Now, yes, there are some countries that they're hitting up which couldn't even buy a Quest 2, very much so. That's probably where majority of their sales have come into this thing, but I'm very interested to see where the future of Pico goes. I don't think it's a bad device personally, I quite like it, but nonetheless, listen, if you already have one really good thing, why do you need to buy a second that's good as well? You don't. You just wait until the one that you really love gets slightly upgraded, and then you buy that one, because then your ecosystem of apps already work in that thing. So yeah, it's a very hard sell for people. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this, please do consider smashing that like button, because I would really appreciate it, and it really does generally help the video get seen. And plus, if you've made it this far in the video, I set you a challenge, as I always tend to for the end of these videos. Send me an emoji of someone waving, their waving emoji. I would love that, and I will wave right back at you and give you a little cheeky heart on your comment. Of course, let me know your thoughts and opinions on any of the subjects I've spoken about today. I love to hear this debate with you guys and gals in the comments, because honestly, it's very, very interesting to find out what everyone else feels about these situations, not just me. Otherwise, it's just me screaming into the void, never being heard. Anyway, catch you in the next one. Bye.